Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are having a good week. This week we're going to transition a little bit away from gut health and move into some other things, and the holidays are coming up, so we're going to talk about how to manage food sensitivities during Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is an enjoyable time, but it can be stressful if there's a lot going on with food sensitivities, and especially if you're someone that might get a migraine headache or just feel really gross for a couple of days if you do eat something that bothers you. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things that can help you have a game plan. So number one is talk to the host about the menu. And I know sometimes that can be awkward and not necessarily asking will you change the menu, but knowing what the menu is going to be, so that can help you prepare a little bit in advance. And if you're just really honest with them about it, you can hopefully come to an idea of what you need to do to prepare a little bit for that. And you might say, how might I help you? Can I bring some dishes? So the next point is bring a safety dish or two. Because if you're making it, you know what's in it, and that way you can make it allergen friendly, so there'll at least be a couple of things that you can eat when you go. For example, instead of using regular flour, you can use 1-to-1, which is a gluten-free flour alternative that works just as good as flour. People won't be able to taste the difference. It will taste the same, and that way everybody can eat it, and you can too. And that's, for example, for gluten sensitivity. And maybe if you have a dairy sensitivity, you can't do the mashed potatoes with the butter and the milk, you could make them with alternative recipes. I saw Jill Carnahan posted a really good mashed potato recipe today. Or you can make some roasted sweet potatoes. So making a couple dishes that will be safe for you to eat and then other people can eat well, especially when they comment they can't even tell it's gluten-free. Plan to have some snacks before you go, and that way you're not going starving, and maybe you'll eat a little bit less, but you can still enjoy your time around the table with friends and family. So eat some snacks before you go, maybe even plan to have a meal or something you can have available afterwards. The next thing is have enzymes on hand for exposures. And I say this because, even if you're trying really hard or you're just like it's Thanksgiving, I might want to have, something, a thing or two. And remember, this is sensitivities, not allergies. I know with allergies, you really have to watch that, but maybe you have a little bit of exposure on accident, or you say, hey, I want to have one little piece of this. It is Thanksgiving, enjoy myself. There is a supplement called Gluten Manager, and there's other enzymes you can use for other food sensitivities, but it helps get that exposure out of the system a little bit quicker, and there's tons of different enzymes you can find for that. Now, I tell my patients, don't use that and say, I'm going to go eat all the gluten I want, and I've got my Gluten Manager. It's for accidental exposures, or if you have a little bit here or there, that's what that's for, so you can have that plan in place. The next thing is try to relax and enjoy yourself. Don't beat yourself up. If you mess up a little bit here or there, don't beat yourself up about it. Try to relax and enjoy your time. And I also say try to find some activities that day that don't revolve around eating, like going for a walk, doing different activities for your family, with your family, and that way you don't feel as stressed. Just breathe and relax a little bit and do the best that you can. That's all we have is do your best, do the best you can. And then I'll have some people come and say, well, I slipped up on Thanksgiving, so I've just gone back into regular eating, and I just can't get back in the habit of getting back in good eating. And it's much easier to get out of the habit of eating good than it is to get in, and it is almost like the mindset of once I've slipped up once, I have to continue to slip up. But that's why I say don't beat yourself up. If you do, you can still get back on the train, as we say it the next week, or you can still try to do better the week after. So one mistake doesn't have to mess everything up for you. And there's tons of recipes online for different food sensitivities. There's a great gluten-free sweet potato casserole, which is my favorite, or maybe you'll make a different pie or something like that. So these are just little tips that I have that you can do to make the holidays more comfortable for you, because I do know some people really have some major reactions, and this can help you have a little bit less of a reaction and still enjoy family time. So that is my Managing Thanksgiving with Food Sensitivities, a little bit of a shorter one today. Next week, I'm really excited. We're going to be talking about the open house that's coming up in a couple weeks, when we will make that social distancing and wearing masks, and make sure that we're followed by the guidelines. So if you guys are going to come, if you can please call us or register online so we can look at what the numbers are going to be. Super excited about that. For those that aren't comfortable coming, we're going to be doing a virtual open house so you can still see the practice, and we're really excited about that. So next week I'll be talking more about some of the people we're going to have coming for that, and also some different groups we'll be partnering up with, and I'll be bringing a guest on my next episode. So I'm very excited about this. And the week after will be Thanksgiving, and then we are going to transition to the immune system in December, because with COVID and flu season coming up, we want to talk about how you can strengthen your immune system. So that's it for me this afternoon. I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. Again, give us a call, 865-367-9506, or email us at restorative-functional-medicine.com. Follow us on Instagram, and we'd love to hear from you soon. And reminder, new patient November, it's 10% off for all new patients. Have a great afternoon.